Alright, so I'm going to show you how this works with having the drive on and then pausing the machine in a program and then having it start back up again. I'll show you two different ways to do that. This works with the build box controller. I'm not sure about the Masso yet. I'm waiting on my controller to get here. So let's just go ahead and start this up. I'm going to pause it and I'll show you. So it's running. Now I'm going to pause, and this top switch over here is manual override, but I don't need to press that because I can press the reset stop button on the VFD and it shuts off. Now I can go walk away and do whatever I need to do. Come back over, I can press the manual override. I can hit run, which will kick it up to whatever RPM I have this dial set to. If you're going to be going back and forth, I recommend not putting it on the lowest, but pumping up 24,000 or 18,000. And then you can deselect the manual override, and it'll go back to the cutting program that was on the build box controller, and then you can hit play and resume. Now, let's say you want to pause it overnight. You pause the machine, go over here, hit stop, and then once the drive shuts down, then you can hit the manual disconnect, which you're only supposed to manually disconnect this thing once every hour. That is what the manual says. You can probably do it more, but it's best for the drive. Will make the drive last much longer if you wait an hour, if you turn it off before you turn it back on. For this purpose, I'm going to show you this. Let's say you leave it off overnight. Okay, now you want to still finish your car. Then you come over, you kick it up, and it will start to read the program. And now it's going. I didn't have to go into manual mode to get it back up. Now you can hit resume on your program and finish your operation. The other cool thing is why I'm running. Let's say I'm running and I'm like, you know what? My feed rate, it doesn't sound good. It needs to be a little bit higher. It needs to be a little bit lower. So what I would suggest is to have it set to where you think you might have it. You can literally manually override it while it's running. Hopefully this is okay for you. And you can adjust on the fly. Let's say, you know what? I was wrong. It just needs to go back to whatever the program had it set at. Let's go back to the manual override. And then it's back in the controller. So you can do this while you're actually cutting. The only thing you have to really worry about is that dial and make sure it's not on zero. Because if it's on zero, that spindle will come to a complete stop and we'll end up breaking the windmill. But this is one awesome feature that I really, really wanted to incorporate in this, and I really like the way it turned out. I wasn't sure how it was going to work, and it turned out really awesome. Again, that stop feature is always there, but let's say, oh crud, you know, you hit your emergency stop on your controller, your spindle will shut down. If, let's say for some reason something's going on, I don't know, for some reason something's bad's happening, you can hit this right here, which will be labeled emergency stop, and it will come to an emergency stop. The machine did not come to emergency stop though. It does not communicate with the machine in that aspect, and the machine stopped because it is asking for me to change any tool path. So don't think that the machine stopped because I pressed that button. That's not the case. The spindle just stops. Personally, I'd hit the emergency stop over there on the controller. Once you depress the emergency stop, then you hit reset, and you're ready to manually start it again. hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And I really appreciate you guys. I can't believe the amount of support you guys have given me on my first post. Like, it's sometimes you get overwhelming, and I am just really thankful to be a part of this. And yeah, so, and just so you guys know, like my old VFD, this 3 kilowatt right here, could have done all this too with the same spindle. I've actually done it. So I'm not saying that like this VFD is all of a sudden going to make your machine a Superman or whatever, because I could do it with this one too. I do believe I'm going to have a better system than most out there, but again, it is going to be a little bit on the higher range, so it's not going to be for everybody. And I don't know, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I have a few more things to figure out, and I also need to figure out the slight changes I might make to the system. So I will post a video in probably 3 to 2 days, updating you guys when pre-orders are actually going to start. And I'm going to start with only 20 orders, because I want to use those 20 to figure out how to get most efficient and everything like that. And there is going to be a lead time, so I want everybody to be aware that there's going to be 2 to 4 months lead time. That's what I'm guessing it's going to take. I really want to take my time in getting everything organized, getting really efficient, and making sure that if once I actually go into just letting people order, that I can keep up with demand if there actually is one. I could just be wrong and there may not even be 20 orders, but I just really want to get set up to do spindles and not rush anything or try to cut corners. I want to do it right, get set up for it, and that's how I've always been. When I do something, I get stuff set up and I'm like, okay, this is how I'm going to do this, this is where I'm going to do this at. And so I really want to take that 2 to 4 month time to make sure I get everything right. Also, the pause and refeed while it's active and all that stuff works with BuildBotics 100% for sure, and I've tested it and it's working like I showed you in the beginning of this video. The other controller, Masso, I am not sure yet. I'm waiting on my controller to get here, and once that gets here, then I will hook it all up, and hopefully it's going to work the same exact way as it does for BuildBotics. So, disclaimer, it may not work the exact same way as it does for the BuildBotics controller. Just want you to be aware of that. I should be able to get it to work the same way, I hope, but there might be some differences. Also, you'll have to provide your own main power supply, 220 volts feed to the actual switch box on the VFD kit. I'm not going to provide the main power line because there's so many different types of 220 volt plugs, and somebody might be doing something. And if you're not comfortable with electricity, then I highly recommend you get an electrician to wire it up. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. It's kind of overwhelming at times and crazy and really exciting, and sometimes I'm a shock. So I really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, so hopefully I'll be posting a new video in a couple days, letting you guys know when pre-orders are ready. And then I also am getting an Elite soon, and I cannot wait to cut stuff with it. I'm going to try to push that machine to the limits. I don't know if you guys used to watch my old videos. If you've seen any of them, I have kind of nuts when it comes to the machine and really pushing it to its limits, and that's one thing why I love the onefinity CNC so much. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll let you guys know when pre-orders are going to go active.